One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Big Red and the Hilltoppers of Western Kentucky and Bowling Green. As we'll see the number 16 team in the country, the Cincinnati Bearcats, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Bearcats will kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Western Kentucky's offense will take the field first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just
picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Oh, he would have loved to pick up a few more yards on that return, but they've still got it at the 31. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Great place to start for this offense. Off-play action on first down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Bearcats headed quickly to the line.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Bearcats are in the red zone. He'll do it himself. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Quick release by the QB. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. And the Bearcats are moving quickly down the field. They'll try to power it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
Third and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So the final tally on that drive will be 31 yards. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Caught behind the line. It's Kane. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. And the Hilltoppers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this 3rd and short. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Grant. Got a man, it's Adkins. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got a man, it's Barbarian. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Hilltoppers will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Boots' first of the day away was called on 4 times in the victory last week. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Grab near the sticks. It's Johnson. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds. The Bearcats will hustle to the line.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Got a little space. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Finds his tight end. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. The offense in hurry-up mode.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
They'll run play action. Unloads to the right. Complete downfield. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Bearcats getting set on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Gray. Got his man. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Offense lining up quickly. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd down from their own 20. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Got his man. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on 4th down. Fires to the end zone. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And the Hilltoppers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. The sure hands, it's Flowers. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's complete to the left. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the quarter, and Cincinnati is on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. On the move. Jukes his way for more. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The Hilltoppers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw, it's Grant. They got him at the 42, but he got 5 yards on the play. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. He's got an open man. He'll work his way down to the 28. And the Hilltoppers in the hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Wants to throw again. Trying to barrel in. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. To the air on 2nd down. Touchdown, Western Kentucky. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he puts through the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Oklahoma is trailing, but don't tell me this team can't come back. I once saw Jalen Hurts lead the Sooners back from 28-3 down. We'll see what they're made of today. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Texas. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Bearcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Just ran over it. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. They'll try to snap it quickly.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look at, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Wants to throw. It's Gray. Unloads to the wideout. Connection to the right. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. The Bearcats are in the hurry-up.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Give to the running back. Runs through the tackle. And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards. And the Bearcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Nice move there. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. They'll run this play from the pistol. Running back searching for a hole. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
The Bearcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Johnson. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. And the Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Jones. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Pushes ahead. 2 of their 3 red zone trips have come up empty. They'd like to punch it in here on 2nd and goal. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Trying to search it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Trying to power it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bearcats.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Dropping back, it's Grant. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch, it's Kane. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The defense calls the timeout. Their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Punt is in the air on 4th down. He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Makes the grab, it's Anderson.
There's a great saying in football. It's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes. Well, my Jimmy's better than your Joe.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. They'll try to get it through the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Johnson. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Jones. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Never a doubt. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Bowling Green, Kentucky. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at LT Smith Stadium.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Scanning the field, it's Gray. Got his man on the outside.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Trying play action. He's got him in the flat. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Bearcats racing to the line in the hurry-up. From the gun on 3rd down. Over the middle into traffic and complete. Oh, look out on the right. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. And the Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Don't let him get there.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. Got a man in the middle. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A 1st down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
The Bearcats will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. He'll set up to throw. Pocket breaking down. Going for 6. Touchdown, Cincinnati! Quick strike through the air for the score. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Dropping back, it's Grant. Oh, they're after him. And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got it behind the line. It's Adkins. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. The Hilltoppers send out the punt unit. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Creates a little space. Turning it on. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. From the gun. Looking to the big tight end. Complete in the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Gonna sling it on second down. That's reeled in. It's Johnson. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. The Bearcats come to the line in the hurry-up. Grab near the marker. It's Johnson. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football, you know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Looking to throw, it's Gray. Fires to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Memphis has opened up its largest lead of the game in what's shaping up to be one of the more one-sided affairs of the weekend. They're up by 18 over Charlotte. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll go to the ground. Spins away from the defender. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking downfield on first down. Takes the easy one to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Behind the chains now on second and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking for a man, it's Grant. This time he's got his man.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. We've reached a break. Cincinnati is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Hilltoppers have it with a 1st and 10. The run from the shotgun. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Using the quick game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
I got to give this defense a lot of credit. They were very confident coming into this one, even though they were going up against one of the best quarterbacks in the entire country. They're confident because they believe in their ability to get to him, and they've been able to do that in this game. There's another sack here late.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. Out of the gun, the inside give. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29. And the Bearcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. Here's the handoff. Powers through the defender.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Caught near the sticks, it's Anderson. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Anderson. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. They'll run the ball, the clock is on their side. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. The Bearcats with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Looking for a man, it's Gray. Gets it out fast. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. That took every ounce of leg strength he had to sneak that one into the left corner. And now the lead is even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Going to the ground. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Grabbed over the middle, it's Flowers. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's got his man across the middle. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. To the air on 1st down. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Quickly out to the tight end. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. To the air, it's Grant. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. The Hilltoppers will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Quarterback will take a knee. The defense can stop it one more time, but we are close to being all she wrote. 7 is the lucky and skilled number for this squad as they've made it to this point in the season, and they are still perfect.
Still perfect, and they're cooking. You can tell they got some momentum. You know, 7 weeks, obviously, that's not the whole season. You got bigger fish to fry down the road. Great start, but you can tell this team's for real, for real.
No doubt, and they deserve for us all to be talking about them right now because they look as advertised. This is a team with tremendous talent. They've taken care of business up to this point, but now because they're undefeated at this point of the year, every game from this point out gets bigger and bigger and more important.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Nippert Stadium, one of the grand old cathedrals in the sport and home to the Cincinnati Bearcats. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Florida International Panthers, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Cincinnati Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. FIU will kick it off to get things underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Cincinnati's offense will have the first possession of the game. They'll run it from the gun. Plows through the defense. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Back to pass, it's Gray. Here's a heat. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Kick is in the air. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. So FIU's offense taking the field, first chance we have to see them today. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the field. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
And the Panthers moving quickly to the line. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Snagged out of the air. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Panthers are on the move.
And the offense showing off this short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
And the Bearcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Tight end now in motion. Looking downfield, it's Gray. Just a short pass to the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Caught. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Bearcats decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. They go to the ground. Quick spin on the run. All right, guys, let's talk about Florida International. Always nice to get a win on the recruiting trail. They feel like they did, landing a 3-star wide receiver, verbal commitment. They feel like he has the type of talent that can help a program at this level.
It's going to help their offense right away. I think one of the biggest reasons why he chose this program was because he felt he could get on the field right away and help them out. Bigger programs were out after, and he thought he might have to wait his turn elsewhere. Not the case here. Expect him to make some plays early on.
And the Panthers want to move quickly.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Here's the pressure. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Caught over the middle. It's Waddle. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Panthers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. That's the kind of protection you dream about as he fires left. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. They just keep firing. And the ball's out, and they're after it. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
And the Panthers, now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air, it's Reddick. Here comes the heat. And the pressure gets to him again, another sack. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. From the shotgun, the inside give. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be fourth down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got his man downfield. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Bearcats want to pick up the tempo. With the catch, it's Johnson. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The Bearcats are flying down the field. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to pass. It's Gray. They'll run the screen. There he goes. He breaks the tackle. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the break. It's FIU with the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll move the tight end. The play action fake. Fires into the end zone. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Never a good time for a turnover, but it always seems a little worse when you're about to knock on the door of the end zone.
No doubt about it. And it's this area of the field, Reese, where your execution really has to be great. Because down in the red zone, the windows to throw into it for a quarterback, they're smaller and they close a lot quicker. So you really have to be on the same page as your wide receiver. And that time, the offense and the QB simply were not.
The Florida International offense is back on the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
The Panthers want to crank the tempo. Dropping back, it's Reddick. Under fire. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And there he is, the nation's leader in sacks, coming up with yet another one. Week after week, teams try to find a way to stop this guy. They just can't figure him out. He's too big, he's too fast, and he has a knack for getting to quarterbacks.
FIU will line up to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
The Bearcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. On the run, still looking. There were serious revolutions on that third down pass, but it's incomplete. And the Bearcats line up to punt it away. And nobody able to handle that punt, and they'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. It's complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. Facing a third down and short from the 26. To throw, it's Reddick. Pressure coming. Trying to get rid of it. And they'll miss the connection here on third down. FIU will line up to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Takes it on the return. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing.
Fires to the big fella. He is delivering the blow while running the ball, and he gets it to the 39. The Bearcats headed quickly to the line. Just a quick rhythm throw there and breaks into the open. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. To the ground, he's got it again. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Quickly complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. He caught it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bearcats.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. Army is just getting blown off the field right now, and I was there for the 0-13 season back in the day. This one will sting almost as much. Just brutal. They're trailing by 15 to North Texas.
Handoff from the shotgun.
We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. To the air, it's Reddick. Rushes on him. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. FIU will line up to punt. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Wide open downfield. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Lining up from the 34 on first down. The give out of the gun. Turning it on. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Bearcats have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Wants to go up top. Using his legs to buy some time. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll leave it with him. Fighting off the defender. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, it's Reddick. Works the middle. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. Bringing the heat. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for second down. Under fire. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. FIU pushing tempo. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got room on the return.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Anderson. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wide receiver going in motion. Off play action. Complete. Trucks through the defender. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. To the air. It's great. He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Absolutely center cut. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over, and while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll start this drive going to the air. Hauls it in. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Tempo and overdrive. Now the play fake. Pocket breaking down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Trying to make magic with his feet. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. That's caught. It's Carter. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds. Back to throw. It's Reddick. Oh, they're after him. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Cincinnati, and we've had a lively first half. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Nippert Stadium.
The Bearcats will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Carter. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Shakes off the defender. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. And the Panthers will hustle to the line. Wants to fire on second down. Here's a heat. Slings it downfield. Soft spot in the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Quick tempo here for the offense.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly...
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Yeah, and man, you talk about being down at the half. What's one thing I need to do? I got to protect my quarterback. In the first series here now, you're getting your quarterback hit and taken to the ground. This offense has to protect that dude at all costs.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. FIU will line up to punt. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Off the play fake on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Jones. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Offense getting set for first down.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already...
Oh, he's got some space. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And the Bearcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
Down to the 30-yard line where he stopped after a gain of 5, and that will be a 1st down.
With you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get 1st downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
He leaves it with his back. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Got him downfield. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Bearcats in the hurry up. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. They've been outstanding on 3rd down all day long, and they could use... The Snake scores it! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Maryland has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in College Park. They're up by 7 over Ohio State.
Breaks the tackle.
We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He's got it again. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the 1st down here. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. FIU will line up to punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the 1st half and starting off the 2nd half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Back to throw, it's Gray. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The give to the left side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Finds his man. It's Anderson. Great move. Now he's got room. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it with an explosive play in the passing game, scoring from 47 yards out. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. He'll keep it himself. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? Looking downfield, it's Reddick. Here's the pressure.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A 3rd down and long situation coming up. They'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. FIU will line up to punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fair catch called for and made. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly, Dave.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
They'll go up top on 2nd and short. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. Caught in the backfield, it's Jones. Touchdown, Bearcats! And they take it in for 6 more points. If these guys wanted to make a statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop them. No, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. This drive will open from the 15. Off play action on 1st down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. That's the end of the quarter, and Cincinnati is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Looking to fire. They've got the screen set up. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And he ends up taking a safety.
And that's the exclamation point right there. It's been a bad day, man. This offense, they're going to have to find some answers over the next couple of weeks, especially the next week at practice, of who they are, what their identity is, because all they've done today is struggle around and now give up points.
And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20. Oh, better look out. Quick step and go. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Bearcats will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. Pulls it in at the 25. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. Here comes the heat. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
The Panthers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Carter. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. On third down, he drops to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Punt is on its way. He'll take it on the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. He'll pull it on the read. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. So now it's second and long. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, it's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. There he goes.
And this is really frustrating as a coach. Great job running the option, making the right read, getting down the field. You got to take care of the football now. You did the hard part. We got to worry about taking care of the football and the option all the time. Get on the ground, live to fight another play.
The Florida International offense is back on the field. After punting the last time they had it, they ought to be set up for a much better result with this drive.
This offense better be licking their chops. You're not going to start with better field possession than this all game, Dave.
You ain't lying. Forget about the last possession and what we did. You're already in scoring position. Take care of that football. Make sure you get some points.
They'll run it from the gun. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Safe completion on the screen. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Smashes it between the uprights. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it.
And they cut into this lead a little bit, but, man, it's still a huge deficit. And they're going to need their defense to get a stop in this 4th quarter and get them the ball back quickly, still down by a good bit of points.
And he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding them to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. And the Bearcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. They'll try to run for it. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. The Bearcats will bring the punt team onto the field. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep pouring it on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players, more physical. They were faster, and it showed today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Blue Hens in Newark and Delaware Stadium, as we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Cincinnati Bearcats, facing a fellow Conference USA opponent, the Delaware Blue Hens. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Blue Hens will kick it away to start us off. From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Bearcats' offense comes onto the field first today. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game was the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. And the Bearcats are in the hurry-up. Gets the back moving. Back to throw, it's Gray. Gets it out quickly. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Bearcats have their offense in high gear.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is...
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
From the gun, give on the inside.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They'll snap it from the 48 on third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Plucks it out of the air. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Rides the back on the option, the give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. From the gun, the ground game. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for it all. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
Man, how about the rough starts for these offense? 2 possessions, 2 turnovers. These quarterbacks, you trust them early, first drives to get something going. Both of them turning over to the other team. Let's see which one can get settled in first.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They turned it over with an interception on their first drive of the game. We're still looking for our initial points of the game. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Off the play fake. Unloads it left. And they're not on the same page there. Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. Back to pass, it's Gray. Grabbed in the middle, it's Smith. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Bearcats will have it 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in, it's Johnson.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Bearcats racing to the line in the hurry-up. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On 4th down, looking to pass. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. The hand to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Motion from the wide receiver. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Under fire. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. And early in this one, they're having issues again, keeping their quarterback standing up straight.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. A little screen to the running back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. The Bearcats come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw, it's Gray. Right on the money. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period. It's Delaware holding the lead. We've put 1 in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Looking to throw for it. Caught close to the marker. It's Anderson. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Wants to throw it. Finds a spot in the middle. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Handoff from the gun. Sweet cut there. Breaks into the open. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
We didn't have to work very hard on that one. There was nobody in sight as he rips off a massive run.
Sort of a mark of excellence for any back is yards after contact. Well, yards before contact can be sort of a badge of honor for that O-line.
Yeah, let's give them some credit. They got tremendous push getting hats on hats. They made that easy.
And the Bearcats will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bearcats!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Kent State is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Josh Cribbs should never be counted out of any game. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Bowling Green. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Back to pass on 2nd down. Grab behind the line. It's Sanders. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires on the move. Finds a man in the middle. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Slips away. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll run play action. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Yeah, and this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities, mission number 1, right? Every single game you go into. Last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Immediately fires to the middle. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Blue Hens will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And they'll just down it right there. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. The Bearcats moving quickly to the line. Wants to throw. It's Gray. Fires to the big fella. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. And the Bearcats are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. He's got an open man. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. This dude is putting in work out of the slot, and he is just wearing out this defense.
Man, you see it, Reese, in football. These slot guys are so quick, so athletic. You back them up off the football so you can't get hands on them, and you just find ways to continue to get him the football. He's making plays, so I'm going to continue to throw it his way.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Finds a spot in the middle. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Cincinnati!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Out of the gun, they give to the back. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. He'll do it himself. Hard running there. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Unleashes one. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Blue Hens will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Complete to the left. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Touchdown, Bearcats! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target, then make the big play, get the touchdown.
And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll give it to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Blue Hens want to move quickly. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Wants to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Right on target this time. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. To the air on first down. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. To the air on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. The Blue Hens will send out the punt unit. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. Dropping back, it's Gray. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Got it in the middle, it's Jones. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. That's gonna wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Perfect chance for us to put the first 2 quarters under the microscope. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. For now, let's get back to the guys in the booth to start up this second half.
The Bearcats will line up to kick off and start the second half. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. They come into this 3rd quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score, I get a stop, I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
3rd down play from the gun. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And, man, this offense just searching for some way to climb back and get back into this game. They're down by 1,000, and it's not looking good, and you can't even protect your quarterback on 3rd down. Like, everything going the other direction.
And the Blue Hens will punt it away on 4th down. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory, but instead he'll set the offense up with great field position. Scanning the field, it's Gray. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Bearcats! And the stomping has commenced.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Miami is just wearing one right now. That defense looks like me when I go to South Beach. Out of shape and badly burned. Hey, who's writing this stuff? They're trailing by 20 to Florida State. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Second down, he'll throw it. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Blue Hens will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. Pick up a 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Motion from the back. Dropping back. It's Gray. Lofts one high and deep. He's got it inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. And the Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Finds his big tight end. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on 1st down. They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
On to attempt the try. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Bringing it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Motion from the wideout. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the Blue Hens send out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. They barely get the punt out of their own territory. It'll be marked down just outside the 45. They'll send the tight end in motion. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Got his man quickly. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. The give to the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Bearcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to throw, it's Gray. Throws to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's Jones. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the 2nd half of this game because
And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. So that penalty will wipe away some strong red zone execution and take the score off the board. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Gonna look downfield again. Sets up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. They'll try the run. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on 3rd down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 35. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
The Blue Hens have it with a 1st and 10. We've reached the break. Cincinnati is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Sanders. Out of bounds he goes. They'll mark it at the 16. And the Blue Hens have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Wants to go up top. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And how about the complimentary football? This defense getting another sack. They've already got an interception. Offense has played great. Both sides of the football together dominating this football game.
Man, can't we score? Let's pick it up. You're embarrassed.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. They'll move the wide receiver. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. There's a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Bearcats really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Looking for a man, it's Gray. Fires to the right. Working the big fella downfield and outside. Offense on the move. Hey, big play there. Gets it to the 30. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Working that left side now. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Cincinnati! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure coming. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Gives it on the option. Runs through a tackle. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Ball security is so important. Turnovers lose you games, and this guy has put his team in some tough spots. He fumbled last week. He's fumbled again today.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Wide receiver going in motion. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Looking for a man. It's Gray. Fires to the middle. Can't make the catch, and it'll be third down. He had that thing and just lost his concentration. Motion from the wide receiver. Give to the back. Fights off a defender. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best third down offenses in the country. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
Winning the turnover battle is so important, and you got to make these turnovers convert into points. They get the fumble recovery. Yeah, they didn't get a touchdown, but they're still able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Leaves it with the running back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Looking to fire. Took a shot as he threw. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Blue Hens decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the returner goes down. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Finds the tight end. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still, just a very short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To the ground with the back. Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
And I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great
Welcome to Nippert Stadium, one of the grand old cathedrals in the sport and home to the Cincinnati Bearcats. As we'll see, the winners of 9 straight, the Missouri State Bears, taking on the winners of 9 straight, the Cincinnati Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term. And the Bearcats will put toe to leather and will get started. Coming out with it, it's Carry-On. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bears offense will get first crack at it today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
3rd down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. Makes the grab. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short throw. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. You're going to make it that easy for us.
The Bears line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So Cincinnati's offense will go to work for the first time. And guys, any discussion about this offense has to start and end with the guy behind center.
Yeah, I mean, the quarterback, he gets the ball on every play. He's got to be the leader. He's got to be able to throw the football. So many times you see Jesse where they can...
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Touchdown, Bears! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27. The Bearcats want to pick up the tempo. Let's take a minute and talk about Cincinnati. It's not the end of the world. This is not one of those be-all, end-all games that we used to have. And oh, he's got some space. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Gray. That's caught. It's Anderson. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. And the Bearcats are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, the running back has it. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds his man. It's Johnson. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Bearcats come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He'll keep it himself. 25. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
And the Bearcats pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Operating in the red zone here on second down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Bearcats. Fitted in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So here comes the Missouri State offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. It's complete to the right. There he goes. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And back to the air on second down. The short hands, it's Averill. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Wants to throw again. He's got the tight end. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, running back on the move. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, the quarterback did everything right in terms of his reads on that option play. He was supposed to keep it, but he's got to do a better job of holding on to the ball. Give the defense credit for getting to him and creating the takeaway.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Back to pass. It's Gray. Makes his man miss. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Bearcats want to crank the tempo.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Wide open downfield. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. The Bearcats with the 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. Touchdown, Bearcats! A great catch and run for 6. The big tight end, always able to make the defense pay.
And tight ends have evolved so much in football. Man, these guys are like wide receivers now, and you see why. Got the athletic ability, the big bodies. Throw it to them, and they'll make big plays for you.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Western Kentucky is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage, but despite all that, we still have a very close game. They're up by 7 over SMU.
Wants to go up top on 1st down.
Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the Bears trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And when it's 3rd and so long, it's very predictable. I'm bringing more DBs on the field. I'm bringing more speed. I know you're going to pass the football. Offenses have to be aggressive. They have to take shots. They did it there. The defense makes the big play.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. They'll move the tight end. Makes the grab. It's Johnson. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Bearcats headed quickly to the line.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. That's the end of the quarter, and Cincinnati is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. First play of the period, 1st down here. Quarterback on the keeper. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll run it from the gun. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Gray. He caught it! And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1. The Bearcats trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll run it. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. They go right back to this guy on 2nd and goal. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Rushes on him. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So here comes the Bear offense. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Bears will hustle to the line.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And down he goes back at the 3.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
And the Bears will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Smashes through the tackle. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. And the Bearcats now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Spins away from the defense. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Gray. Throws for the tight end. Got his man to the left. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to look up there.
Offense, quick tempo. Gives it to the back on the draw. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Balls at the 18. The Bearcats line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Anderson. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on 1st down. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. From the gun, running back gets to give. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. And the Bearcats in the hurry-up. They'll move the wide receiver. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Complete with conviction on the crosser. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. Trying to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cincinnati! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So they move the ball 37 yards on the drive. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's small. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's small. And he's brought down after a nice gain. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. To the air on first down. Bring in the heat. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The Bears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Makes the grab. It's small. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Wants to fire on second down. Pocket breaking down. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. And after that incompletion, they are left with a 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And that ball is live in the backfield. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Secures it at the 30. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking to pass. It's great. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. Brought down at the 48 after a gain of 5. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Wide receiver going in motion. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. The Bearcats will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? Out of the gun, the running back has it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Cincinnati, and we've had a lively first half. And this second half will likely come down to which offense can figure anything out. Take some chances, get creative. Both offensive coordinators had full heads of hair at the start of this game, but right now, they look like cue balls after one frustrating first half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the home of Bearcats football since 1902.
And the Bears will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Off play action on first down. Can't get him to the ground. And he showed himself to be a regular Spinderella, but not a lot of room to run. The Bearcats are in the hurry up. Motion from the wide receiver. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. The give on the option. Steamrolls his way ahead. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the Bearcats will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. So here comes the Missouri State offense. Looking to throw on first down. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Give to the running back. And runs through another one. He was able to reach into his bag of tricks and use it to pick up a few extra yards. He'll do it himself. Breaks into the open. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. The pull and throw off the RPO. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
So now it's 2nd and long.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the score.
Throws toward the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Bearcats will punt this one away. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. They'll send the tight end in motion. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
Trying play action. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
Leaves it with the back. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Dropping back, it's Gray. He finds a dead spot in the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab on the left. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the Bearcats racing to the line in the hurry-up.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
They'll run it from the gun. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. The Bearcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Big tight end makes the grab, 1st down, still on his feet. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. To throw, it's Gray. Makes the grab. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the 1st down. They're going to run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bearcats!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. UCLA is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Minnesota.
They'll start this drive with a pass.
We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Now on first down from the 28. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his second catch so far in this game.
He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. We've reached the break. Cincinnati is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Wants to keep it in the air. Buys a little time. And the Bears have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. The last two plays have not gone as scripted. It's 3rd and 19. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got him downfield. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Back to pass on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Flips it out to the back. He gets it to the 38-yard line, but this defense forces a 4th down. Offense in an empty set. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Fires toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it, and he had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. The play-action fake. Grabbed in the middle, it's Smith. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Bearcats. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll return it. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. After that last completion, it's second down. Looking to fire. Quick strike complete. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. On third down, he drops to throw. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Picks up just a few before he's brought down, not really willing to take a risk there on third and long. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. And the Bears are rolling down the field. They'll go to the ground, finding open areas. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Catch in the middle, it's Averill. Now the connection takes it to the 11. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Bears have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll go to the air. Oh, they're after him. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
Lining up to add another. Right down the boulevard. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long, so let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game, take the W into the locker room.
On the shuffle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Well, the dreams of an undefeated season are over. Certainly an accomplishment to make it this far, but this week in practice is probably going to be pretty interesting.
It's going to be very tough after suffering that loss, but you wonder, David, if this might be a blessing in disguise for them, because sitting here at one loss late in the year, their college football playoff hopes very much alive still. Now, can they turn this into a positive and get back on the horse.
And we've seen that in recent years, right? Like you saw Ohio State. They used a late loss to catapult them. They had so much energy and so many doubters and haters that propelled them to go win a national championship. So this moment, while it's sad and it's kind of depressing for them,